Hi guys, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. So, slightly different video today. I wanted to share with you some of the apps that I really enjoy that are on my tablet. There's quite a few things I like to. I love to read. I love the movies. I love different talk shows. Then there's lots of things on there that I really enjoy because I'm indoors quite a lot. It's nice, it passes the time, and of course I've got YouTube on there, need we say more. But I've got two that I'm filming at the moment on my on my iPad, which I really love, but I save my iPad purely for filming, so that I've always got enough memory, I've always got enough things on there. So everything is on my iPad that's to do with making my YouTube videos. And then for every day I've got a little Nexus that I've had quite a while. It's smaller than my iPad, but I really enjoy it, and that's the thing that I kind of use every day if I'm playing games or watching films or anything like that. And then I put my iPad away for when I'm doing my YouTube videos. So let's start with the things that I like. So we'll start with Netflix. I love the movies. I watch the same ones again and again and again. I like the new ones when they come out too. I don't like too gory films. I like a thriller. I like a soppy romance. I like all sorts of genres really, but nothing too gory and that sort of thing. This I've watched time and time again. Now, can anybody recognise this film? Anybody recognise it? I've watched this film so many times, and all the ones after it too. I want to see if you know what it is. Let's play a bit further along. See if you know what it is. It's one of my favourites. There we go. There's another scene.
Dancing. Not such a good idea for me.
So what is it, guys? Tell me what that is. Titanic. I've watched Titanic so many times. I think I know the script actually completely from one end to the other. When we go shopping down where near where my daughter lives, they've got the upstairs. You know, in the shopping malls, normally the food place is upstairs, isn't it? So they've at the end of the mall, they've got the boat like made the end of the ship. And everything's up there just to look like the end of the ship, and the chairs in there, you can sit there, you know, and it's just like that's been made after that. So when they're queuing up to get the food, I climb up on the rails. My daughter goes mad. I climb up on the rails and I go, Baz, I'm flying, Baz. They all think I'm mad. But I love Titanic. I love that film. My favourite film of all time is not a romance, actually. It's Shawshank Redemption. A simple film, but I really love that film, and I've watched it loads of times too. So anyway, let's get back to the apps. Another app I really like is the Kindle app. Now, I used to think you had to have the actual Kindle to get the app, but you don't. You can get it. You can get the app from. You can get it from the App Store for the iPad, and you can get it from the Play Store if it's an Android. At the moment, I'm reading this, Behind Closed Doors. It's by P.A. Paris. It's a thriller. If anybody liked the book Girl on a Train, it's along those kind of lines. Not gory, not horrible, but it's quite thrilling, you know, and exciting to read. So I like my Kindle app. Now, if you go onto the Kindle, you can get sometimes things are really in a good deal. Like that particular one was only $1.99. So that's you know, for quite a good book, that's good, isn't it? I love the feeling of an actual book. I've got to be honest. I think the readers are great. They are great. And I use them most of the time now because of getting to the library. But I've got to be honest, I like the feeling of opening an actual book. But it's a bit more difficult now because I need large print. I love getting old. Because I need a larger print, and they don't always come in large print. And there's so many cutbacks, you know, council cutbacks and government cutbacks, that a lot of the libraries are closing down, and a lot of their funds are closing down, so they don't always get the new books. But I always try to support my library, even if I go up there to get kind of a beauty book or cookery book or anything like that. I always try to support them because I think, you know, so many people love the libraries, and I always think kind of the older people too. It's kind of a community sometimes in the library, and people go in there, you know, because they know each other, and it's somewhere to sit and read. And I think you know, you shut the libraries down, it's such a big part of the community. But because of my circumstances, I do love the Kindle, I've got to admit. I also have Audible. Now, Audible is a audio book, and it's this for the next 3 months, because I stopped doing it, but for the next 3 months it's £2.99. Now, I'm not sponsored, nothing like that. Everything I'm telling you is because I do it, and because I like to do it. But at the moment, it's only £2.99 a month for 3 months. Well, you could get it for 3 months, and if you didn't think it was worth the £7.99, you could just unsubscribe at the end of the 3 months. But I do really enjoy Audible. What am I reading at the moment? I've been reading at the moment a book by Paul Barber. Now, anybody know Fools and Horses? You would got to know Fools and Horses. You know the guy that plays Denzel? Well, it's his life story, and he's reading it himself, so it's in his own voice. What a wonderful book. An absolutely wonderful book. What a life that guy has had. You'd never dream of watching him on the television. He's had a real life. And I really like autobiographies, more so than biographies, really, because if it's written by the actual person, I enjoy that better. And if it's an audio book and they're reading it themselves, I like it even better. I had David Jason's, which I absolutely love, obviously, Del Boy. And I've read quite a few audio books that are autobiographies, and I really enjoy them. So that's another app that I really enjoy. Another one I really enjoy is the LBC radio. Now, LBC is a news radio station, but it's done in such a light way and such a nice way. It's all discussions and debates, and they have audience participation. You always get to phone in, and it's a really good station, and I really, really enjoy it. Most of the sort of current news stories out there, I find out from them, so that's LBC. I also have all my shopping ones on here, so that I do all my shopping. Like this is Asda's one, so I have all those on there. I obviously have Facebook and, you know, my emails on there as well. I have Smooth Radio. Now, Smooth Radio is it's a softer radio. It's not sort of it's a nice relaxing station to have on, and it's some of the old 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, more to the 80s music, which I can remember really well. I've eBay on here. What else do I have? Podcasts. Now, they're really, really good. I don't know if any of you have had podcasts or looked at podcasts, but there's different things that you can have. Now, some of the beauty tubers on here, they do they've got their own podcasts. And you can just listen to snippets of shows or even whole shows. There's one about The Waking Dead. And have a look at that, and then it's got all the episodes and all the discussions about the episodes. So I have that on. That's good. And I have a different diary type thing. So I do my schedule on here for YouTube. So I've got everything down. I try to do it 2 months ahead. So I've got all that on there. I also have who is this strange woman? So obviously I've got my YouTube on. Hi Bella. So I always have that on there. And lots of other bits and pieces. The papers, you can get the papers on there. The local paper, and you can get the national papers on there. So it's really worth it to really look through your apps and see what you can download, because a lot of people just sort of think think of the obvious things like the banking and the emails and so forth. But when you look through, there's some really good things, and if you are a little bit housebound like myself, you can really enjoy some of those things. And most of them are absolutely free, and even if they're not, it's quite a small cost. So have a look at those. I hope you liked what I like, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's a bit different, isn't it? But I just wanted to share with you the things that I like, and the things that I do on my little, what is this called? A Nexus. It's a Google Nexus. So what I do on that, yeah, I enjoy myself on it. Okay, guys, so thanks for watching my different video. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. It really would mean a lot to me. And subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. As I always say, I love my subscribers, and I'd love you to join me. And also, I don't know if you know, but I'm sure you do, but when you go next to the subscribe button, when you're looking at the video and you come up and the name's there and it says subscribe, well, next to that there's a little bell, and if you push that little bell, it'll go black. It'll fill in and go black, and that just means you get notification for every video that I put up, so you know when I've put one up. And obviously all the other ladies and the other things you like to watch on YouTube, if you put black the little bell in, then you'll be able to see all the videos they do. So yeah, that's just a little tip. I bet you know it anyway. Okay, guys, so thanks for watching, and I will see you again on Friday. Have a nice week and take care of yourselves. Bye.